What's up, everybody? It's Seneca Tyree from the Royal Belt Media Group, and on this video I'm going to show you guys how I created the title track for my brand new instrumental album, Healing Parade. Stay with me, follow along. I'm going to break down the drums, the bass lines, the keys, the strings, the organs, everything that is on this track in its entirety. I want to try my best to show you how I broke it down step by step. Stay with me, like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Okay, what's up, everybody? So let's go straight to it. Right here we have the drums. I'm going to show you guys how the drums sound by themselves. Okay. All right, so right here I'm using Native Instruments software. And you can see on the screen how I, set up my drums and everything else. You can see the classic beat tag by my wife.
Oh, that's soulful.
You pretty much hear that on just about every real dope soulful beat. And let's go to the sample real quick. All right, so you got the loop. Cool. And if you notice, I have the loops shifted to the left and to the right, as you see right here. It will really do good if you're wearing headphones for this particular video, because you can follow right along with me. All right. All right, and that's pretty much all the chops. And let's hear it all together with the drums. All right, and then I went straight to, let's open all this up. Right here, I went to the bass line, and I played the bass from this from Native Instruments Scarby pre-bass, which is pretty dope. I love it. And let's hear that bass line. All right, so if you don't know, I love to, when I do sample, I don't sample a lot, but when I do sample, I love to play instruments over the beat. So let's go straight to the piano with the bass. All right, and you can see that I actually play this. I don't want to, lie to you guys, but I actually play a lot of my stuff. All right, you can see that, and these sounds are straight from the motif. You can see that right there. So I just played everything straight from the motif and sampled the samples in from right here. If you're using Native Instruments, you pretty much know how to sample outboard gear. And then let's hear the flute. All right, let's play that. All right, cool. So if you know, I really do love the flute. In a lot of my tracks, I'm in love with jazz music. There are just some instruments that musicians and music producers can never let go of. And I just love flutes. I listen to a lot of jazz music. And I grew up on jazz music. Shouts out to my dad. All right. And we got this simple breakdown right here. Let's go right to it. And as you see, I have everything lined up correctly. I do love Native Instruments software, so it's pretty cool how you can just put everything in color, format it in color and everything, and it's pretty cool. Notice how I have my velocity set pretty tight and high on my kick drums, and I always turn up my velocity on each one of my instruments, except like bass lines, because I really want my bass lines to have that real original nice groove. Oh, for this one, I guess I did turn them all the way up. But for some of my beats, I do not have the velocity turned all the way up on my bass lines. But because, I guess for this beat, it grooves pretty well and it sounds pretty real. Okay, so here's the breakdown. All right, and on here, I have a distortion effect. Put a little bit of reflex on there. And then let's hear what I call the middle breakdown right here.
This is deep. I'm going deep.
Okay. And on that, I did put a real nice reverb. I use a lot of stock sounds. I don't hear a lot of musicians talking about stock sounds. Some people really want you to just spend oodles and noodles of money, which is very foolish and not wise to do. So Native Instruments really has a nice, beautiful metaverb effect for that comes, with the stock. It's stock sound. So
this is deep. I'm going deep.
All right, and you hear the loop right there, and that sound effect. All right, cool. And let's hear that latter part right here. We're going to get right into the next part right here. Now, if you notice, there have been some change ups, with this beat. So check it out. You hear the organ. All right, so this is pretty hard to do because I played, these sounds as I told you before. You could check it out. All right, and you can hear the vocal. This is actually my voice right here.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are healing me.
And it's actually saying, yes, you are healing me. Yes, you are healing me. This song has a real serious significance to me. I'll talk about that later. And I used vocal synth for that effect, which that is from, who made that? I'm not sure. Yeah, vocal synth is pretty dope. I think it's made by Isotope. And you can see it work right here.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are healing me.
So you can see I have Polyvox on there, Talkbox, and BioVox. Cool. All right. And then with the organ, you see I broke down the organ in about four or five separate chops. You hear this one, you heard that one, then you got this one, then you got. The reason why I did that is because I want my sounds to really boost and sound, have a good stereo sound to it, all right? And this is the way I do it. Now here's the string section. And, you got the high string. Cool. Then you got the brass. Brass. And that's pretty much it because I really wanted to have that cinematic superhero feel, which a lot of my beats have that feel when it comes to this sound. All right, you can see I added a different type of hi-hat right there. So let's see what I did with that. All right, cool. And this goes straight to the breakdown. All right, and on the breakdown, I put went straight to FabFilter Pro, and I added like this telephone effect, which is more like a filter. All right, and I really do love FabFilter Pro Q2. It's pretty dope. I use it for a lot of things. Oh my God, it's so dope. Yeah, guys. So that's pretty much how I created the beat. Healing Parade is available now for pre-order. It's set to release June 29th. It's available right now, even on Bandcamp. All right, it's everywhere right now. Okay, and I really would love it if you will also pick up some dope merch. Right now, I'm rocking some dope merch that I designed, which actually I designed all the merch on my site. And this merch right here is called Sell Beats Not Drugs, and it's pretty dope. All right, so check it out. I really appreciate you guys for checking out the video and looking at it. If you love what you heard, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. I'm Seneca Tyree from the Royal Built Media Group, and I just showed you how I broke down the beat Healing Parade.